What's up, Dunk Squad? It's Wayne Duncan, No Vision Duncan, and we're back with year 2 of the Madden 22 Carolina Panthers realistic rebuild. If you tuned in to part 1, we shocked everybody and made it all the way to the NFC Championship game where we fell short. We ended up losing to the Cowboys, but overall, it was a successful season, but wasn't so successful once we got to the offseason. We put in bids for some players that we definitely could have used to help us out on offense and defense, and they rejected us. Then we got to the draft, and I made not so smart decisions when it came to the football team, the betterment of the team. And let's go ahead and waste no more time and meet the roster, meet the squad, and let me show y'all how we did not improve this team. I think that we didn't improve this team, as I think we're probably not going to make it back to the NFC Championship game this season, and we might have a losing season, might end up having to get a new quarterback. But let's go ahead and meet the roster before the preseason starts. As Sam Darnold, who was our starting quarterback last season, didn't play bad at all. 29 touchdowns, 7 interceptions, great touchdown interception ratio. The yards were okay. I mean, the offensive line played great. They gave up less than 30 sacks, surprisingly. But Sam Darnold, I'm going to say this right now. As a man, I apologize, bro. I apologize because I feel like we did not do enough to help out Sam Darnold going into the season. And, you know, this is a contract year for him. You look at his contract, he has 1 year remaining, right? And this is basically like the prove it year. Like, is he going to be our franchise quarterback, or are we going to go in another direction? And it sucks that he's not going to get a better opportunity to show that off with what we did for him in the offseason. So I feel kind of bad for him. And, you know, we might give him a new contract. I don't know yet. It just depends on how he plays this season. But at the same time, it won't be all on him if he does not perform well enough. We did bring back Cam Newton to be a backup quarterback. Still got P.J. Walker on the roster. And then we did draft this guy, Barry Target, I think, like in the 7th round. No threat to Sam Darnold, no competition or anything. Probably won't even make the team. Probably be on the practice squad, but we went ahead and drafted a 7th round quarterback. Then at running back, we got Christian McCaffrey, who was healthy last season, didn't get injured. Had a great season. Chuba Hubbard had a great rookie season. We did bring in Alex Collins, former Seahawk, Go Hawks, former Baltimore Raven, as like an extra running back on the roster. And then we got Darwin Thompson, who must have came from the practice squad. Fullback, we did draft, a rookie fullback. As y'all know, I love drafting rookie fullbacks. Looking at receiver DJ Moore, who didn't have a great season last season, probably because he was not in the slot. Yeah, it was a career low. He matched his rookie season when it came to receptions. Less than 700 yards receiving. 4 touchdowns, though. That's his career high. But we're going to put him back in the slot this season, as we had Terrace Marshall there in the slot for his rookie season. Still got Robbie Anderson. We brought in Miles Boykin. And when you look at the roster, we didn't really do all that much when it came to offense additions. Like Miles Boykins and Alex Collins are like our biggest additions when it came to the offense. So that's just that ain't nothing. That ain't nothing. But yeah, we got Terrace Marshall, Miles Boykins, Chief Smith, Isaiah Wright must have came from the practice squad. Looking at tight end, we got Tommy Tremble, who had a good rookie season. We brought back Ian Thomas to be the backup tight end 2. And then Thomas Fletcher, the long snapper, as our tight end 3. Taylor Morton, who played right tackle last season. We moved him over, kicked him out to left tackle because, we just had to. Like, it was better for the team. Still got Cam Irvin as a backup. Left guard, Dennis Daly is going to have to start again this season, as we tried to go after Brandon Scherf. He was one of the people that rejected us for no reason. Howard just don't want to come to Carolina. But he rejected us. So, and I thought about this too. The offensive line did not play bad last season. So if they played good with this offensive line, and they're developing, even if it's, a little bit, they should be better than they were last season. And they were stellar last season. So maybe they'll do it again. Maybe not. But we definitely still need to improve the offensive line. We did draft this rookie, Sean Howard, dude, but he's probably just going to be a depth offensive lineman and never a starter. Center Matt Paradis was our best offensive lineman last season, but he is 32 years of age. He's getting old. He's getting up there. He's going to regress. Still got Pat Afflon as the backup center and Tecklenburg, right guard. We do have a 21-year-old, 67 overall. I think we got him in the third round or second round, maybe. I think he was a center. We moved him in the guard. We did get him in the third round, as I think he's the one on the offensive line that has the best upside. He's 21, 67 overall. Should be a 70-something by the end of the season. So if he can develop, he could be a solid starter for us. Still got Deontay Brown there. Then at right tackle, we got Brady Christensen, who played right guard, but he's going to play right tackle this season for us. We brought in Tom Compton just to add that veteran presence. And then at left end, we got Brian Burns, who is an X factor. I think he's going to be the pillar on this defense. We brought in Benson Mayoa, like I said, with Tom Compton, veteran presence. Right end got Ettore Gross-Matos, who played a little bit of rush D tackle last season, but I think this season we're going to allow him to play rush right in a little bit, see if he can get his sack numbers up. Sack numbers weren't that bad. He had like 4.5 last season. Brought in Sheldon Richardson, who's going to play a little bit of right end and a little bit of inside defensive tackle because we're still kind of weak at that position. And then looking at the defensive tackle position, we do got Derek Brown, but after that, not so much after that. You got Davion Nixon still going into his second season. We brought in Kentavious Street. He was the only person in free agency that even fit the scheme fit, so we brought him in because of that. And then we still got Bravion Roy, Phil Hoskins. Left outside linebacker. Now, this is where you could say I made a mistake. The Draft King made a mistake when it came to the draft in our first round pick. So we did let Hassan Reddick walk. You know, we got to pay players like a Derek Brown eventually. We're going to have to pay Brian Burns. We're going to have to pay who else? Who else is on this team? Jeremy Chan. We're going to have to pay Jeremy Chan at some point. And we were running low on cap space, and, you know, I decided to let Hassan Reddick walk as they did in real life. So we had no left outside linebacker on the roster. We just brought in Kyler Fackrell in the preseason. But Ty Colbert was there, and I was like, you know what? We need an edge rusher or a left outside linebacker on the team, so let's take him. You know, 23, 74 overall, normal dev, not bad. Instant starter, but at the same time, he's not a scheme fit. He's close to a scheme fit, but not a scheme fit. There were left tackles. There was about like 3 left tackles on the board. They were big, too, 6'7", 6'8", 6'6", 340 plus, and I checked all of them. Most of them all had hidden dev traits, bro. All of them had hidden dev traits, and we could have had one of those linemen on our team, but my hard-headed ass went for the left outside linebacker, and we took Ty Colbert. Could still be a good player for us, don't get me wrong, but if we wanted to help out Sam Darnold, I should have drafted an offensive lineman. So I'll take that. I'll take that one. But hopefully Ty Colbert can have a breakout rookie season, become Defensive Rookie of the Year. We did bring in Dante Hightower as a Band-Aid because we had nobody at middle linebacker. We had Jeremy Chin playing middle linebacker last season, but we had to kick him back out to free safety because we no longer have Stephon Gilmore. And then we brought back Jermaine Carter, who had a great season as a backup middle linebacker too. And then we got Shaq Thompson on the right. We signed this guy, Marvin Kendricks, who was like an undrafted free agent rookie. And then at cornerback, which is probably the position on the team that has the most upside, you got Dante Jackson, C.J. Henderson, J.C. Horn, still got Troy Pride Jr., who we have on the trading block. See if we can get any offers for him. Free safety, Jeremy Chan, like I said, we moved him back to free safety. He does go up like a point or two. But he had this boy balled out. He balled out at middle linebacker. 97 tackles, 9 freaking interceptions, bro. I don't even think he would get that many picks at the free safety position. I kind of wanted to keep him at middle linebacker, but the way the team is set up right now, we have to move him back to free safety for now. But next season, we could move him back to middle linebacker as Dante Hightower is not going to be here probably next season. Then that strong safety, we brought back A.J. Bouye, man. Just like Jeremy Chin. Now, He did do this from the safety position. Now, we moved him from corner to safety last season because, we had Stephon Gilmore at the time. We had all those people in the secondary. We had to find a way to get them all on the field at the same time. Moved A.J. Bouye to strong safety, and he did this. 7 interceptions. So that gives me a little bit of hope that if A.J. Bouye can do that from his strong safety position, maybe Jeremy Chan can get those 9 picks that he got at the middle linebacker position at the free safety position. Kicker, we still got Zane Gonzalez, who had an okay season last season. And then Jack Fox, the superstar punter, we decided to bring him in. And let's see if we need any team captains. We shouldn't. But if we do, yes, actually we don't. But that's the squad, man, going into year 2 for the preseason. Let's go ahead and stimulate to see how we do in the preseason, see how everybody performs. Now, we are benching a couple of players. Sam Darnold is not playing. Cam Newton and P.J. Walker are going to play. I forgot who else we bench. I think Chris McCaffrey, we don't want him to get an injury in the preseason. He's not playing. Matt Paradis isn't playing because we know what type of player we're getting out of him. So, we're benching some of our starters that we know for sure are going to be started. And let's see. We do have a new injury. Should be like a backup player, though. No start. And it is TJ Henderson, but he should be back for week 1 of the regular season for that game against the Falcons. It's at home, too. But let's go ahead and look at the camp standout. And it is Derek Brown. I think he got one last season. I think we did. Did we do rushing the passer? Yeah, so let's do stop the run. Get his block shedding up. +5. And then we have wide receiver mentorship. This is probably DJ Moore it's Robbie Anderson. And Terrace Marshall. That's perfect. Oh, shit, man. I pressed X too quick, but his juke move went up. Would rather that been route running. But let me check the depth chart real quick just to see if we have Cam Newton. Let's put P.J. Walker and this rookie Barry Taggart in and see how they do. Receiver, we should be good. Who did I want to see? I think it was right guard. I had Deontay Brown starting. Let's put Thad Hunter in, see how he does. And then everybody else should be straight. Let's put Blades in over Franklin, as we really don't have that much position battles going on here in this preseason for year 2. But we go 2-1 in the preseason. Not bad. We only got to cut 7 people. We get a couple guys back from injury. Let's see how everybody did in the preseason. I see P.J. Walker was okay. Did throw 2 interceptions, though. He got sacked 6 times. Cam Newton was damn near perfect. Hagar was not. He's not ready. He'll go on the practice squad. But Cam Newton will be our backup quarterback. P.J. Walker might get cut. It wasn't bad. Wasn't great. Chuba Hubbard, 100 yards. Darwin Thompson, he's going to make the team. Chris McCaffrey snuck a carry in there for 3 yards, got a touchdown. But I didn't want him playing in the preseason at all. Terrace Marshall was great. Robbie Anderson. Miles Boykin, 6 catches, 110 yards. Feel like we needed to add a big body wide receiver for another weapon. I mean, at least we added another weapon for Sam Darnold. But Keith Smith had a touchdown, too. Thomas Flett, everybody, the receivers and the tight ends all played great. Looking at the O-line, Tom Compton didn't give up 2 sacks. Deontay Brown gave up 1, but so did Thad Hunter. But Thad Hunter played more snaps, so that's impressive. I think he's going to start at right guard for us as a rookie. Jermaine Carter, Colbert was good. And then looking at the TFLs, Colbert, Igor Matos, Derek Brown killed it. Yeah, he definitely stood out in the preseason. And then Zane Gonzalez was perfect, and Jack Fox inside the 20s. Okay. But we got to cut 7 people. And let's go ahead and make those cuts. Quarterback, I'm thinking Taggart for the practice squad. I think we're going to keep P.J. Walker for now because you never know. Sam Darnold could get injured. Going to keep all 4 running backs. All the receivers played great. I mean, Isaiah Wright really didn't do much. Let's move him to the practice squad. Tight ends, we're going to keep all the offensive linemen. Well, this guy Tuckelberg, he can go on the practice squad too. So that's 3 people already. So we're down to 4 people. Kamara, now we're down to 3. Daryl Johnson can get cut. Now we're down to 2. Phil Hoskins. Maybe can keep him on the team. Can we keep Phil Hoskins? No, we can't. He can go on the practice squad. That leaves us with one lucky person left. Who is that lucky person going to be? Are you going to get cut? Are you going to go on the practice squad? It's probably going to be one of these cornerbacks. Maybe Troy Pride Jr. Because we could go with Keith Taylor as our cornerback 4. We brought back Rashawn Melvin. We don't got any trade offers. Could be Sam Franklin Jr., Stanley Thomas Oliver. Damn. I don't have no trade offers for Troy Pride Jr. I don't. I actually don't. But I'm going to go ahead and I know they waived them in real life. But I want to see if there's any team out there that could use another cornerback. I know I love my cornerback 4s, but we don't need them. Yeah, we could use. I think we're gonna suck this season, and I think we could use some draft capital. Not saying that I'm tanking or anything, but Cowboys, who eliminated us in the NFC Championship game, boy, could y'all use Troy Pride Jr. But you think I'm gonna help you out? Nah. Y'all sent us home, bro. Y'all ruined our dreams of going to the Super Bowl. Why would I help y'all out? Falcons, but, I mean, they're in my divisions. Stephon Gilmore went to the Commanders. Man, it seems like every NFC team could use Troy Pride, but usually I don't like trading within the division, and I don't like trading within the conference. Jets. I mean, they got Michael Carter. They got this guy's draft. That's another thing I look at. If I see that they drafted a young player, I'm not going to, like, screw that player over. Green Bay, see another team in the NFC. All the NFC teams need help in the secondary right now. Looks like we're not going to be able to find a trade partner. And y'all know I'm not finna help out the Steelers. Y'all already know that. Titans, they got Elijah Molden. Let's do it. Let's do, the Vikings, but they're in the NFC. Boy, do they need help. They need help. Chris Boyd, yeah, we're gonna do the Titans. I'll take a fifth round pick, and Troy Pride Jr. will be the last player on our team that we need to cut for the preseason. So we get a 5th round pick for Troy Pride, and let's go ahead and upgrade the team and get on to the regular season. Brian Burns, let's see what we can put up. He's already a scheme fit. So let's just go ahead and auto upgrade, adjust the lineup, go ahead and set the depth chart. As when it comes to rush right end, I don't know what we want to do yet because our left outside linebacker, which was Hassan Reddick, instead of playing sub linebacker, he was playing sub defensive end. And then Igor Matos was playing rush defensive tackle too. But I kind of want Gross Matos to be that defensive end, edge rusher instead of being a rush defensive tackle too. He's great at stopping the run and all, but we got Sheldon Richardson on the team now that can move inside and do that. I think that's the direction we might go. Christian McCaffrey, Chuba Hubbard, Alex Collins, that's fine. Ian Thomas, that's fine as a backup fullback. Ian Thomas could play a little bit of receiver for us. I think that's what we're going to do. Trimble's the starter, though. And then we got Moten on the left now. Formerly was on the right side. Paradis, F-line. Thad Hunter, the rookie's going to start at guard. And Brady Christensen is going to start at right tackle. We got Brian Burns, Gross Matos, Sheldon Richardson. Got Sheldon Richardson. I'm going to move him up here. Yes, he's basically going to be our defensive tackle, too. Got Ty Colbert, the rookie, Colin Fackrell, Hightower, Shaq Thompson. Fuck, man. That's right. CJ Henderson did get hurt, but the good news is he'll be back week 1. So no worries, no worries. Special teams, we can go with Shee Smith, Chuba Hubbard. We can go with those guys, and then punt return, we can go. We're not going to go with Christian McCaffrey, though. I'll tell you that right now. We can go with Robbie Anderson. Yeah, we can go with Robbie Anderson, and we can also go with. Damn, we don't have a lot of guys on the return team. Maybe we need to address that next season. Sign like some return man. But we can go with Stanley Thomas Oliver. Jack Fox will be our not long snapper, our kickoff starter. Long snapper will be Paradis, F-line, and Daly. That's fun. Third down back, Christian McCaffrey, Chuba Hubbard. Power back, Christian McCaffrey, Chuba Hubbard, Alex Collins. Slot receiver, they have Terrace Marshall, but we're going to go with DJ Moore. Terrace Marshall and Robbie Anderson. Rush left end will be Brian Burns. They have Colbert there. And then on the right, they have Kyler Fackrell. We're going to do Igor Matos. And then D tackle, we're going to do Derek Brown, Richardson. They have Gross Matos. That's fine. Sub linebacker, we have. Now, this is where we're going to switch it up. We're going to do Shaq Thompson. And we're going to do Colbert. And then slot cornerback, we're going to go with. It'll be J.C. Horn. It'll be J.C. Horn. Because C.J. Henderson is hurt right now. That's why it's not showing. So we're going to do him, Melvin, Keith Taylor, and that is the team. That is the team. We should get C.J. Henderson back next week as we kick off the season against division rival Atlanta Falcons, ATL Falcons. Let's check out that camp standout. It is going to be Derek Brown. He's probably not going to hit it. He's going to say, I was poised. But I think we actually hit it last season. They gave me like some extra XP or something. It was like 10,000 XP if I remember correctly. But our season goal, we was the NFC Championship last year. We didn't do that much to improve. Matt Rule's job is on the line. I'm going to say about if we can get 9 wins, maybe sneak into the playoffs, I'm fine with that. I'm cool with that. But, yeah, it's the Sam Darnold year, contract year. I feel for him. We didn't do all that much. We basically kind of have like the same team, maybe even worse. But we're 78 overall, 80 defense. Our defense was like an 84 last season. 77 offense, bro. But if he can just limit the turnovers, should be good. Should be good. All of our young guys are still developing. But this makes it even more interesting. At the top of the draft, you have 2 quarterbacks, 1 and 2, and then you even have a third one here and a fourth one. You got 4 top 10, top 15. Oh my God, 5 quarterbacks, bro. Or 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't count. 5 quarterbacks in the top 15. 2 first rounders. 3 top 5s. The game wants me to take a quarterback. The game knows what it be doing, and Madden knows that it wants me to replace Sam Darnold with a rookie quarterback, which could work out better for us financially. I know Sam Darnold ain't going to break the bank on us, but having a rookie quarterback on a rookie deal allows you to address the other needs of the team. Just saying. But let's go ahead and simulate as we get C.J. Henderson back. Let's make sure that J.C. Horn is our slot corner. They actually want to start J.C. Horn. Who's better in man? Is J.C. Horn, but he's better in the press. We're going to go with C.J. Henderson as a starter. Slot cornerback will be J.C. Horn. And we should be good, man. Should be good. Let's go ahead and simulate against the Falcons, ATL Falcons, see if we can beat them. We're at home in Carolina. They're a worse team than us. They're 77 overall, and we do beat them 38-24. Let's go. What a way to kick off the season. We did not pass the ball well, but we were a running team last season, and I expect us to do that, leaning on Christian McCaffrey. They did turn the ball over 3 times, and that helped us out big. 4 touchdowns, 1 pick for Sam Darnold. He is playing for his life, for his starting job. This could be the last time he starts here in the Madden world if he does not win the job, or keep his job, I should say. 3 touchdowns for Robbie Anderson. Let's go. Touchdown for Christian McCaffrey. DJ Moore only had 2 catches. But look at the offensive line. Look at the offensive line, bro. No sacks given up. Shout out to them. CJ Henderson coming back from the injury, gets a pick off rip. AJ Bouye and Dante Jackson all with interceptions. Zane Gonzalez was perfect. Jack Fox inside the 21 time. We kick off the season 1-0. 1-0. Let's go. And we have the 49ers. But let's first check out Derek Brown. I don't remember seeing his name. Yep, there goes that. I felt like I was poised. Have nightmares about that line. But let's go ahead and Dennis Daly is back from injury. That's great. See if we can beat the 49ers at home before we have a TV game against the Bucks the following week. And we beat them 30-24, so we're actually 2-0 to start the season. Who would have thought? Maybe we start 3-0 like we did last season. We actually passed the ball well. No turnovers. Great on third down. They were great on third down, too. The game went to overtime. Sam Darnold and Trey Lance, same numbers. We just had 100 more passing yards. But 210, 310, 2 touchdowns each, 3 sacks each, 60%, 65% completion percentage. Run CMC, 113 yards, 2 touchdowns. They were great with Elijah Mitchell and Trey Sermon. Chuba Hubbard, man, need to help us out a little bit more than that. 2 touchdowns, though, for DJ Moore. Terrace Marshall was great. And I thought that was a touchdown for us. That was Elijah Mitchell. Taylor Morton gave up 2 sacks. And then you have Benson Mayo, our backup left end, also a former Seahawk. Go Hawks. Kyler Fackrell. I love our veteran depth. Benson Mayoa, Kyler Fackrell, Sheldon Richardson. Let's go. And then the rookie Colbert there with a half a sack. Zane Gonzalez made a 54-yarder. And the Panthers, who didn't do much in the offseason, just lost a couple of guys. And Stephon Gilmore, Hassan Reddick are 2-0 to start. Let's look at mock draft 1 as we should be projected not at the top. As you see all those quarterbacks going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But they have us projected, and I just forgot what team I am. I am the Panthers. They have us taking a middle linebacker, LaMichael Chancellor. Could he be our Luke Kuechly? Don't know yet, but I like the pick. If we get that middle linebacker, that'd be perfect. But I'm even thinking about maybe taking a free safety and moving Jeremy Chin back to free safety, as he has not had an interception just yet. So, yeah, we definitely could be moving him back, the middle linebacker, at some point. But a game that I am expecting to lose, especially if they still have Brady. They're 84 overall all across the board. Tampa Bay Buccaneers are probably going to end our undefeated streak right here, as the Falcons and the Saints are 0-2 to start the season. So the Bucs are really like the only team right now standing in our way. Let's see if we can take a commanding lead. Primetime TV game at 8:20, and we beat them by a field goal to go 3-0. What is going on? I'm going to commit to Sam Darnold. Sunday night football game, we shut the running game. Now we ran all over them. They passed all over us, though. So it was a pass versus run game. What was the difference? They turned the ball over twice. They weren't that good on third down. We were aggressive on fourth down. And they do have Brady. Sam Darnold is balling. Christian McCaffrey was great. And we're trying to prove to everybody that last season was not a fluke in year 1. For us to go all the way to the NFC Championship game in year 1, maybe it is. The Panthers are just OP. Dante Jackson, 2 picks. Let's go. We did miss the extra pointers. I saw that. 4 out of 5, Zane Gonzalez. Maybe they're just OP in the sim. Maybe they are. Maybe it's Christian McCaffrey, the Christian McCaffrey effect. But we're 3-0. That's all that matters. 4 tackles, 2 picks for Dante Jackson. Wow. I did not expect this to happen, but Thad Hunter is back from injury. He's our rookie right guard. Let's make sure that he is still starting, as we have another primetime TV game. They want to see us on TV now. They're like, oh, they're 3-0. Yeah, put them on TV. You'll help us with the ratings, especially when you're going up against an 0-3 Baltimore Ravens team. You know this is a setup game where we're undefeated. We're probably not expected to win. They're still better than us, but we're expected to win. And we're going to lose. They're going to get their first win. We're going to get our first loss. It's just the way Madden works here in Madden 22. Boom. Every time I call it. 31-14. We take our first loss of the season. to a 0-3 Baltimore Ravens. Now they're 1-3. They ran all over us. We ran all over them. Both teams really didn't pass it that much. What was the difference? The 2 turnovers, and we only had 2 third-down conversions. So, and 1 red zone touchdown. Sam Darnold played like shit. 2 touchdowns for Chris McCaffrey. Gus Edwards had 3 touchdowns alone against our defense. Both tackles gave up a sack. And no interceptions, no sacks. They had was that a special teams touchdown? I don't even want to look at it. But we're 3-1, still a great start. We're still leading the NFC South, but the Falcons are coming back a little bit. They're on a 2-game winning streak. The Bucks, I think, won a game. Now they put us against the goddamn juggernaut Chiefs, who are undefeated. You know how this is going to go. Close game, though. Close game. We played them hard. Going into the bye week. We ran all over them. They just outpassed us. It's the Chiefs, man. Sam Darnold played great. Offensive line played great. Chris McCaffrey played great. Robbie Anderson was good. McCaffrey was good. Terrace Marshall had a touchdown. Dennis Daly gave up a sack. Brian Burns. Jeremy Chin had an interception. There we go. But not a lot of pressure from our defense, man. Not a lot of pressure from our defense. I am noticing that. But we do have week 6 bye week. Let's go ahead and who do we need to upgrade? Thad Hunter, the rookie guard. We'll make him more agile. He's already a scheme fit. I thought he was a 67 overall. He must have went down because of that little injury he had. Sam Darnold, because it's looking like we're going to end up paying him. And it could be a mistake. I feel like once I pay him, he's gonna fall off. He should have went up dev trade. I think he made the Pro Bowl last season too. I think he made a Pro Bowl. They robbed him with dev trade. We're gonna look at the contracts. They already know Sam Darnold, DJ Moore, Matt Paradis. See, that's not a lot of money. We're gonna wait on Sam Darnold though. Everybody else really is not that important. Besides DJ Moore, we're gonna pay DJ Moore. Damn it. AJ Bouye, we don't know yet. But we're going to give DJ Moore that, see if he wants it. And he wants more money, and he deserves more money, even after last season's performance. Let's go ahead and advance the week, and we're going to try to negotiate with DJ Moore a little bit more. I think he wants more salary and bonus. Yeah, he does. So let's up this to 11-7, my 2 favorite numbers, and we're going to put this at 605, make it, actually, let's do 72 mil. Let's do that. And he takes it, and then we're gonna wait on Sam Darnold. That's not a lot of money. It's not a lot of money, but we're gonna wait. See how he finishes the season. As we have a TV game again, our 3rd one of the season against the 3-3 Cardinals. Bucks are tied with us 3-2. Falcons are getting hot, not far behind. The Saints are falling off a little bit, but let's go ahead and upgrade the team. See how we do. Get off this losing streak that we're on. And our losing streak continues. So from 3-0 to 3-3. Just like that. As we are playing like the team I expected us to be going into the season with this roster. But Sam Darnold, at the same time, he's not the one losing us the games. So it's like Antonio Brown. Robbie Anderson had a touchdown. We're not getting pressure on the defensive side. We're not getting any pressure, no sacks. I mean, we had Hassan Reddick last year. Not this year. Mock Draft 2 is out. We were all the way down in the 20s. Let's see if we moved up the board as we are at number 21. Still taking that linebacker. We do know that he is a run stopper. Okay. B finesse, B power. Maybe he can move outside the left outside linebacker too. But we do know that he is a run stopper. Is that? Wonder if that's our scheme fit. Is that the archetype that we have for middle linebacker? It is field general. Okay. But trying to get off this losing streak. We got the 4-3 Rams. And and we can't buy a win now. 28-27. As we, man. See, here's the thing. If we suck ass and we have a top whatever pick, do we use that on a quarterback? Christian McCaffrey had 155 yards receiving. That's not good for my receivers, damn it. But if we just suck ass and we get a top 5 pick or whatever, top 3 even, do we keep Sam Darnold and trade down, acquire more picks for the betterment of the team? Or do we just take a franchise quarterback? That's the split decision that we're going to have to make. Derek Brown comes back from injury. We are at the midseason. Let's go ahead and upgrade the team. We have our 4th TV game of the season. Colbert was not hitting dev, so I really don't care about seeing that boring Brown normal dev trait. But let's go ahead and see if we can get off this losing streak. I would love to beat the Steelers. Y'all know I would love to beat the Steelers, and we do beat them. We get off the losing streak. We beat them by 1 point, 24-23. Let's go. Sunday Night Football, by the way. Close game. Could have went either way. 1 point game. They do have a rookie quarterback. Glad we beat them. 2 touchdowns for McCaffrey. He's been hot the past couple of weeks. Robbie Anderson, 100 yards. What's going on with DJ Moore, man? You're in the slot now. And I just paid you a new contract. But look at the rookie, Ty Colbert. 2 sacks. Derek Brown sack. There we go. Fackrell, Hightower. We're getting some pressure now. Dante Jackson is probably leading the league in interceptions right now. He's having a great season for us. As we have a weekly award, could be Dante Jackson, could be Christian McCaffrey. It's actually the rookie Colbert. 12 tackles, 2 sacks. Let's go, man. Let's go. Defensive Rookie of the Year. As we have another TV game. So going to the NFC Championship game, which is the team that we played, the Cowboys. We got them up, TV game. A rematch of the NFC Championship game as the Cowboys went to the Super Bowl. But, yeah. So they must have put us on all these TV games. They're like, okay, they're NFC Championship, they're a good team. I wouldn't call us a great team, but we're getting some TV deals, man. We're getting some networking going on. But let's go ahead and see if we can get revenge against the fucking Cowgirls who eliminated us. Let's see if we can get our revenge, man. Beat them. And we do. We smoke them. We greased them. We spanked them. We thrashed them. We did everything we could to them. 42-14. Let's go, man. Big win. 2-game winning streak. 4 touchdowns. Man, Sam Darnold. He's having a season. But is he only – that's another thing. Is he only having this season? And him and Robbie Anderson have a great connection. I think that's why Robbie Anderson didn't want Baker Mayfield to be traded. But – man, he is balling this season, but the thing is it only because it's his contract year? You have those players sometimes where it's their contract year, they ball out, then you pay them or you let them go. They don't do nothing. J.C. Horn had an interception. Chuba Hubbard had a punt return or kick return touchdown. Salute to Chuba Hubbard. You don't get many of those special teams, as we have another TV game, bro. Going to the NFC Championship game helped us out big time. Chuba Hubbard is now the kickoff returner, the main one. As we have, we're leading the division right now, but it's really close between the Falcons, Bucs. Hell, you can even say the Saints are still in it at 2-7. But let's see if we can take a commanding lead, not commanding lead, but we already beat the Falcons once. Can we get out our brooms, our dustpans, and sweep them right now? Sweep them. 3-game winning streak, and we get our asses kicked 28-6. Split with the Falcons. We already beat the Bucs. We beat the Falcons. Have we not played the Saints? Yeah, we haven't played the Saints yet. Played them in a couple of weeks. We outrushed them. They outpassed us. We turned the ball over. Wasn't great on 3rd down. Sam Darnold wasn't great. Offense line has been outstanding. I would say they deserve the recognition because they are playing lights out. Maybe it was the right decision to not go offensive line and give these guys the opportunity to showcase their skills. Jack Fox was great inside the 20 twice. punters matter. But we're 5-5. Not bad. I expected us to be worse than this. Let's make sure that Colbert is our starting left outside linebacker over Fackrell. Let's make sure that he is also our rush left in number 2. And on the right, we got Gross Matos, Colbert, and then sub linebacker should be Hightower. Colbert. Yeah, we'll do it like that. And let's see if we can beat the 8-3 Minnesota Vikings. As you have a 3-way tie right now between the Bucks, the Falcons, and us. Like I said, the Saints are not out of it. They were 1-7 at one point. They're at 3-7, trying to make a little comeback. Let's get a win and be over 500, and we do. We beat the 8-3 Vikings. That's an important game too, because they might, if we make the playoffs, we might see them in the playoffs unless they just go on a horrible losing streak. We shut their running game and their passing game down, so it was a very defensive game for us. We were up 19-7 at half. Sam Darnold was great. It's been great all season. There goes DJ Moore, almost 100 yards, 99, 1 yard short, but 2 touchdowns. Sheldon Richardson playing against his former team. And Zane Gonzalez, perfect from field goal. Love to see it. 6-5 though. I think how many wins do we have? I think we had like 13 wins, 13-4, 14, something like that, something crazy like that. Might have even been 15-2, I think. But Chuba Hubbard, our return man, is back. Contavious Street is back. Sam Howard is back. Let's make sure that Sheldon Richardson is still our defensive tackle too. Come on, Madden. Don't do me like that. Don't do me like that. Messing with my depth chart. But week 13, now I'm going to go ahead and upgrade the team. Our first game against the Saints is on TV. So that's like our 7th or 8th TV game. But the Bucks, 6-5. We're 6-5. We already beat them once. We failed to sweep the Falcons. Can we find our brooms? Can we get our dustpans? Can we sweep Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers? We have to go into Tampa, though. Got to go into Raymond James, and we do it. We swept the Bucks, who are probably favorite to win the division. Let's go. We might make the playoffs again. Sam Darnold. I don't want to pay him too early, because if I pay him, then he might just start playing like shit. But we shut the running game down. Passing game was okay. We did turn the ball over once. We got the big lead, 17-3 going into the half, and that helped us out. As he outplayed Brady a little bit, Chris McCaffrey did what he could, 80 yards. Terrace Marshall was great. Touchdown for Robbie Anderson. Him and Sam Darnold just have that connection going right now. Derek Brown, Gross Matos, J.C. Horn, and C.J. Henderson. Zane Gonzalez has been on point. 7 wins. 7 wins. That was our goal. Now, our real goal is like 9 wins, but we're 2 wins away from that. We might win the division again. We might even make the playoffs. And, you know, at one point in this NFC South, every year there was always a new winner. Every year there was always a new winner before the Saints, you know, had their run. But every year it was always a new winner. And it's like, if we won the division last year, that would be very impressive for us to win it back to back. But our first game is against the Saints. They're looking like they're going to be last in the NFC South. But let's go ahead and get our 8th win, man. They're 3-9. We should be able to beat them. And we do. 8th win of the season. I might have to commit to Sam Darnold. And, you know, if he's doing this with this roster that we have right now, just imagine if we can hit in free agency, if we can hit on the draft and make the team better around him, maybe Kyle Allen, the former Panther, maybe we can win the Super Bowl with Sam Darnold at quarterback here in Madden 22. Chuba Hubbard, man, I don't know what's getting into him ever since that kickoff return touchdown. He's balling. He's running for more yards. He's getting touchdowns. Sheldon Richardson had a half a sack. So did Thompson and Gross Matos. No interceptions, no field goals, no worries. We got the win. We got 8 wins. We're leading the NFC South. We swept the Buccaneers. Now we got the 8-5 Carolina. I was going to say the Carolina Bengals, man. The Carolina Bengals. That actually don't sound too bad. Carolina Bengals. What if they moved? I don't know. Just thinking of crazy shit right now. But let's go ahead and see. Oh, close game. I mean, same record, so it lived up to the hype. Lived up to the hype. Close game. They were at home. They had the little advantage, but we outrushed them. They outpassed us. Close game. Like I said, we were down 28-14 at the half. For us to come back in the fourth quarter, make it that close, was good. It was good, man. Our rookie fullback, had a touchdown. McCaffrey killed it in the receiving game. Robbie Anderson's only had one catch for 3 yards, but that one catch for 3 yards was for a touchdown. C.J. Henderson, the rookie Colbert, both had interceptions. Zane Gonzalez has just been hot. And I mean, what are we, 8-6? Still a good record. Still leading the NFC South. Now, the Falcons split with us. As long as we can finish above them, we swept the Bucs. So the Bucs will have to win out to win the division. So we do have the edge over them right now. Let's go ahead and get our 9th win of the season. And we're finna melt down and lose the division to the Bucs, because that's what this game does, man. You sweep the Bucs and they're gonna win the division. It just happens. We couldn't do nothing. Wasn't on Sam Darnold. Wasn't on the offense. I guess it was on the defense. Christian McCaffrey is slowing down a little bit. Shaq Thompson with an interception. He's been kind of quiet this season. He's my linebacker 1. And his contract is going to be due after next season. He's going to be turning 30 soon. And Christian McCaffrey, I mean, 57 rushing yards. Okay, it was the 83 receiving yards. It was for that. He did not deserve the player of the week, unless the whole NFC just had a weak, a week. But 5-10 Saints, we need this win because we are melting down. I want to look at the playoff picture just to make sure that we're actually pictured in the playoffs. We are currently the 7th seed. Why are we making it so hard on ourselves? Just fucking win the division, bro. You swept the Bucs. That was the first step. You sweep them, you should be able to win the division. With the Saints 5-10, Falcons melting down, screwing themselves as they split with us. We should be able to sweep the Saints here. And then we're going to go on a losing streak to end the season, and we're going to miss the playoffs, and the Bucs are going to win it. And then that'll make it even more harder to keep Sam Darnold, who's playing great. We lose to Kyle Allen this time. Christian McCaffrey leading our receivers. Why? I know he's great as a receiving back. Bless me, but why? Zane Gonzalez, let me tell you something. I won't hesitate to bring in a new kicker. So we finished off the season against my Seattle Seahawks, and whenever I do play my Seattle Seahawks always make me not want to be a Seattle Seahawks fan because they always tend to beat me. Now, looking at the playoff picture before we simulate this last game, we are not currently pictured in the playoffs, so we technically need to win this game to get in. If we win and the Bucs lose, I think we win the division because we swept them. Looking at NFC, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, who the Bucs are, 7th, and then you got the Rams. So yeah, we're what, are we first team out? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, first team out. We gotta win this game. Don't know who the Bucs are playing. Watch it be the Rams. They are playing the Giants at home, who are 8-8, trying to get in. So yeah, we need to win this game. Win and we're in. Come on, they're 5-11. We do win and we're in. That, and we won a division. The Bucs lost. Falcons go from 3rd to 2nd. So the Bucs just melted down. They were 9-7, and we were like 8-8 at one point. We rallied back. That sweep against the Bucs saved our asses, and the Saints even came back, making it competitive. What a battle for the NFC South as we win back-to-back division titles. That might have saved Sam Darnold's ass. Winning the division, making the playoffs 2 years in a row. and with a chance to get this team better around him. And I think he had a great season. He didn't throw a lot of interceptions that I didn't see. I don't know if y'all saw. I don't think he threw a lot. And he got the Player of the Week award in that final week. That was very clutch. My boy's going to get rewarded a new contract. I'm telling y'all right now, we're not going to draft a quarterback. We are going to focus on building this team around Sam Darnold and winning with him. But let's go to that final game. Thank you, Seattle. Thank you for once. Besides the one Super Bowl you gave me. Should have two. But we'll talk about that another time. A lot of yards from the offense. Only 3 third-down conversions, and we won. It was 21-all going into the half, and it was a close game, though. What a performance. To win his job, to keep his job and earn himself a new contract. That right there earned him a new contract. That right there got that boy Sammy D a bag. 4 touchdowns, no picks, no sacks, 18 to 27. Let's go. Rushing yards, Christian McCaffrey was great. 2 touchdowns. I thought that was us. DJ Dallas, shout out to him. DK. But 2 touchdowns for Robbie Anderson, 2 touchdowns for DJ Moore. Christian McCaffrey was great. And then we had Brian Burns and Shaq Thompson, who both been kind of quiet this season. The whole defense has been quiet. I need them to be a little bit louder, especially when it comes to the playoffs. Are we hosting my Vikings? So we beat my Seahawks, and now I got to host my Vikings in the playoffs. And that's bad for the Vikings. They finished 11-6. They're a better football team than us. But we're playing at home. You love to see it. But looking at the rankings, we were 11th in points per game, 15 in passing yards per game, 7th in rushing. So our offense actually was not that bad. It was the defense that was bad this year. 23 in points per game, 30 in passing yards per game. Our secondary, I mean, we lost Stephon Gilmore. So I understand that. And then defensive rushing yards per game were not bad. So we need to work on our secondary, they're saying. Looking at the top performers, you had Patrick Mahomes, Brady first, then Mahomes, Matt Ryan, all throwing for 5,000 yards. Nick Chubb, Christian McCaffrey at number 2. He had 20 touchdowns too. Derrick Henry. And then Mike Evans, Calvin Ridley. Who the hell is Jalen Nelson? Yeah, Aaron Donald, Frank Clark, Myles Garrett, B. Wags, Jalen Ramsey, Xavier McKinney, Fred Warner, Milano, and Demario Davis. Looking at our stats, Sam Darnold earned himself a new contract. 11th in offensive yards, 26th in defensive yards. Christian McCaffrey, you see, 2nd in touchdowns. Points scored, we were 11th, and DJ Moore so close to 1,000 yards. But Sam Darnold, with that performance, career numbers. Let's look at his ratings real quick. His throw power needs to get up there a little bit more. But we're going to do field general. Just keep feeding into the scheme. But, yeah, 4,200 yards, passing yards, basically 32 touchdowns, 9 picks. Love the 4,000 yards. I love the 30 touchdowns. I love the under 10 picks, 63% completion percentage. He averaged 247 yards per game. Rating was 100.7. Longest pass was 72 yards. Now, the offensive line did give up 38 sacks. I thought they might have did lower than that. I didn't see a lot of sacks given up from, I guess, individual offensive linemen. But Christian McCaffrey had himself a season, no fumbles. Longest rush was 89 yards, 3 touchdowns with Chuba Hubbard. He also had that kickoff return touchdown and a touchdown for our fullback, rookie fullback, J.T. Sheffield. Receiving, almost 1,000 yards for DJ Moore. Almost 1,000 yards for Christian McCaffrey. I don't know if that's just their playbook or if it's just him, but that's crazy. That's why my receiving numbers, I mean, the receivers all still did good. Almost 800 yards for Terrace Marshall, 60 catches, almost 870 and 12 touchdowns. Robbie Anderson led the team in touchdowns, bro. But yeah, I'm kind of happy with these numbers. Tommy Tremble, I guess, was the only one disappointed. No touchdowns at all. No touchdowns at all. Longest pass of the season was 72 yards to who else? Run CMC, Christian McCaffrey. Offensive line, Christensen and Moten and Paradis and Bailey. Yeah, they were all bad. The rookie was the only one that was good. Shaq Thompson led the team in tackles. That's about it. C.J. Henderson did have 3 interceptions and 110 tackles. Guess a good season for him. Jeremy Tinn's going right back to middle linebacker. I'm telling you that right now, and then we'll draft a safety. Bouye's probably gone. Dante Jackson was great. J.C. Horn. The cornerbacks weren't that bad. The rookie Colbert was not that bad either. Decent rookie season. Derek Brown wasn't bad. Brian Burns, Sheldon Richardson was actually good. He was good. And then Igor Matos is going right back in rush defensive tackle. That probably was the mistake that we made. Kyler Factor was actually good. Wouldn't mind bringing him back. Him nor Sheldon Richardson probably deserved to come back. Forced fumbles, we had J.C. Horn, Jeremy Chan, A.J. Bouye, Brian Burns, Dante Hightower. We had a block for Bouye. We had a safety for Gross Matos. No defensive touchdowns. Zane Gonzalez missed 3 extra pointers. He only really missed 1 because 2 were blocked. And then when it came to field goals, he only missed 3. Jack Fox inside the 28 times, longest 73, average 51.6. Saw the kickoff return for Chuba Hubbard and no punt return touchdown. Yearly awards, MVP, Christian McCaffrey. Let's go. We got an MVP. NFC Championship year 1, MVP year 2. Coach of the year, I think it should be me. I think it should be Matt Rule. But it goes to Mike McCarthy, that bitch who eliminated us last season. And we're not even in the mentions. But they got the 8 and 9 Urban Meyer up there. NFC Offensive Player of the Year, Christian McCaffrey. Sam Darnold at number 8. Defensive Player of the Year goes to Sam Darnold. Offensive Rookie of the Year goes to J.J. Henry of the Falcons. And then Defensive Player of the Year for the Defensive Rookie of the Year goes to Amari Clayton of the Packers. We had no Panthers. Okay, best QB goes to Matt Stafford. We had Sam Darnold at number 3. If he goes up to star dev, he's going to want more money, so I probably should have paid him. Damn it. Still not going to be a lot of money. Christian McCaffrey was best running back, MVP, and Offensive Player of the Year. Wide receiver goes to Mike Evans. We had Robbie Anderson at number 7 because of those touchdowns. Zach Martin for O-line. D-line, we had Aaron Donald. Linebacker, you had Khalil Mack. Defensive back, Marshawn Lattimore. And we had Dante Jackson at number 7. And then best kicker goes to Graham Gano. Zane Gonzalez at number 10. But we got my Minnesota Vikings in the wild card. Let's go ahead and upgrade the team. And Sam Darnold is going to be our quarterback. He's going to be our quarterback. We can win with him. We can win with him, and he's proven that. We just got to build a better team around him. Let's see if we can get a playoff win. We got a couple last season. Actually, did we have a bye week last week? Not last week, last season. We won a playoff game already. But let's see if we can win another one. And we lose in the first round. 27-14. We didn't play. Okay, 1 third down conversion. Don't know what was going on third down and why we couldn't get him. But that's why we lost the game. Christian McCaffrey wasn't himself. Well, it was good. We didn't give him enough carries. 9 carries. Maybe he got injured or something. But he was averaging 7.1 yards per carry. You should have kept feeding him. Chuba Hubbard had a touchdown. Robbie Anderson was great. Tommy Tremble. Why did we not give Christian McCaffrey? I blame Matt Rule. I blame Matt Rule that game. I blame Matt Rule. He was averaging 7.1 yards per carry, and you only gave him 9 touches in a playoff game at home in the wild card round. I blame Matt Rule for that loss. I blame him. And I wouldn't blame him if they fire him next season. I blame him. Let's go ahead and upgrade the team. Tommy Tremble needs to have a better season next season, too. But let's see if we have any Pro Bowlers who wins the Super Bowl and get on to the offseason. Hopefully we can land some damn free agents. Pro Bowl, I think Sam Darnold deserved one. Christian McCaffrey makes one for us. I would say maybe Robbie Anderson with the 12 touchdowns. Snub. Taylor Moen did not deserve to make it, but I'm glad he's there. That makes 3 for us. For us Panthers. Yeah, that's probably it. None of my cornerbacks made it. I would say maybe Chuba Hubbard for a kick return as the Cowboys-Browns typical Super Bowl that's been dating back all the way to Madden 21, maybe even Madden 20, can't remember. But I think Sam Darnold deserves to go up star dev. $99 club for Christian McCaffrey. But I think Sam Darnold deserves it. Hey, if he's playing like that on a normal dev, he can keep it. That'll make the contract, hell, even more cheaper for me. Everybody else stayed the same on offense. Looking at the defensive side, Shaq Thompson goes up to superstar. Don't expect him to keep it. Colbert, the rookie, who we drafted as a normal dev, goes up to star. Madden, don't screw me. Let him keep it. Let him keep it. And let's see who wins the Super Bowl. Let's go Brownies. And they lose to the Cowgirls, who go to back-to-back Super Bowls. Did they lose? They lost to the Ravens last year. They go back and win it this time to get their sixth ring. Christian McCaffrey there is the MVP. You got Mike McCarthy, Coach of the Year. Christian McCaffrey, Offensive Player of the Year. Aaron Donald, and then that rookie quarterback of the Steelers that we beat in the regular season. And then the rookie right outside linebacker, DeMarcus Collins of the Texans for Defensive Rookie of the Year overall in the NFL. Let's go ahead to the retirements and the re-sign players, as I think we just have to re-sign Mr. Sam Darnold. It wouldn't make sense to move on from him. That loss was definitely on Matt Rule, not giving Christian McCaffrey enough touches. Don't know what he was thinking. But we lose Rashawn Melvin, Tom Compton. Have fun in retirement, guys. But mock draft 3 is out. They've had us taking that middle linebacker. Had to yawn there. Hopefully that didn't make y'all yawn, because yawns are contagious. But they have us taking a left guard. Now, I could right my wrongs from last season and take an offensive lineman in the first round. And I love the size, 6'4", 341. And I like it. Ricky Thurston. I'm thirsty for the pick. I really am thirsty. I'm fucking dehydrated right now. Let me sip on this OJ. So refreshing. But let's go ahead to, I almost advanced the week without bringing back Sam Darnold, as his contract should be cheap. It's even cheaper. Okay, now that's not even a bad deal. 3 years, the rest of the rebuild, basically. Take it. And he stays with us. He's committed. He knows this is his best opportunity to continue to start. AJ Bouye, we're probably going to let go. Paradis had a bad season. Probably going to let him go, as we need to completely revamp this offensive line. Hightower was a Band-Aid. Miles Boykin probably going to let go. Sheldon Richardson, though, was good. He was good for us. I would not mind bringing him back, but not for that much. We'll try to get him for cheaper. Daly, was he bad? Yeah, he was. Not worth the money. Cam Newton can finally leave. Now, Kendricks was actually decent. He had like a sack. We'll bring him back on a 3-year deal. Finish out like that little rookie contract, usually for first rounders. And everybody else can go. But we get Sam Darnold back. We get DJ Moore back. Those are the only 2 guys we signed. We got money to spend. Hopefully we hit on the guys that we target this time. And then hopefully I make the smart decisions in the draft. But it looks like we made a smart decision. That left outside linebacker had a decent rookie season, and he went up to star dev. Christian McCaffrey still X factor. Like, you got to check to see if they rob me. DJ Moore still superstar. I don't know how he's holding on to that. Sometimes it don't make sense. Like, sometimes I feel like, yeah, I might deserve to get a dev trait stripped from me, but then they don't do it. And then the ones that I don't deserve, they do it. So it's backwards as fuck, but that's just how it works sometimes. Let's see if Trimble lost his dev trait. He did not. Tight ends usually keep theirs for some reason. Taylor Moore went to the Pro Bowl, but we definitely need to revamp this O-line. I mean, we got F-line still at center. Dad Hunter was the only rookie that played great last season, but we use a couple. We probably could sign like 2 linemen and then draft another one. That'll completely revamp the O-line. Matos is definitely moving back inside, as we're going to have Colbert Rush. We need a middle linebacker. And we got Shaq Thompson still going into a contract year. Our cornerbacks, I mean, they all had interceptions. That was good. Chen's definitely going to move back to middle linebacker. And we need a strong safety now. Let's check out free agency, as Jack Fox still has his superstar there. I'm surprised about that. But let's check out, see who's waiting for us in free agency. Okay, you got Mr. Brady Baker would have been there, and he wants to go to the Bucks. Okay, Bucks going to get their quarterback after Brady to let Brady go. I'm not scared of Baker. And then Minshew to the Falcons. I wouldn't be scared of none of you boys in the NFC South. What about the Saints? Do they have their quarterback? They must do. We could sign a backup for Brady. I mean, for Darnold, like a Jimmy G. You know, I'm going to do it. It is a lot of money, though. We'll get him on a 2-year deal. Bought this down a little bit. Let's give him $10 million even. As a backup QB. And then Robbie Anderson lost his dev trait. But he had a good season. I'm gonna keep the 3 receivers that we got. Dawson Knox is there. I mean, but Trimble is still young, even though he didn't have a touchdown last season. Now you got Jonah Williams there. Jonah Williams could move over to right tackle. We could move Moten back to right tackle. Guard, probably going to draft that one guy we saw. J.C. Treader is a veteran, but wouldn't be a bad signing. You know what? I'm going to do it. He's the best offensive lineman available. So we're going to go after Jonah Williams. Overpay a little bit. We need to hit on this. We need to hit on the offensive lineman. Boom. Overpay for him. And we're also going to go after J.C. Treader. 2-year deal. Overpay for him. We're going to invest in this offensive line. We're going to show Sam Darnold we mean business. We mean business about committing to him. God damn, 49ers. We're going to commit to him. God damn it, 49ers. Making me break the bank on 32-year-old J.C. Treader. Defense, we should be. There's Ioannidis, who signed with them in real life, but the 49ers spending money everywhere, man. But we could probably get a partner in crime in the draft, as Igor Matos is going to play rush D tackle too, so it's not that important that we get a defensive tackle too, really. We'd still love to have one. Could have got the Jeff Simmons, but not going to do that. I've signed him before, I think in the Chiefs rebuild, was it? And then middle linebacker, we're going to move, even though Bobby Okariki's there, B-Wags, we're going to move, whatchamacallit, Jeremy Chin, back. I almost punched myself in the chin because I couldn't remember his name, but move him back to middle linebacker. We got our right outside linebacker. We got our cornerbacks. Free safety, Juan Thornhill is there, but he's 27. Would be better off trying to draft a free safety. I mean, we'll make him this offer, no more than that. And if it's not better, yeah, we're not gonna compete with the Patriots. But our main focus is Jimmy G and the offensive line. We want to show that we're dedicated to Sam Darnold and we mean business, and we're gonna make the team better around him. So let's go ahead and simulate and see how we get everybody except Juan Thornhill. I'm fine with that. I'll even acknowledge that we did not get Juan Thornhill because I really just wanted to make a bid, see what he was looking. And we get offensive lineman. Let's go, damn it. We can move Taylor Moton back over to right tackle. Where he was good for us last season. Doesn't have to play on the left. Jonah Williams can do that. So we upgrade 2 spots on the offensive line, and we're not done. We're not done. I am sorry, Brady Christensen, but it just didn't work out. But Taylor Moton back on the right. Thad Hunter was good last season. We got J.C. Treader now. We could cut Pat Elflein now, too. We save $4.75 million. Think about doing that. And then we're going to look to upgrade some more on the offensive line. So doing pretty damn good. Christensen can even move inside to compete with Thad Hunter. Yeah, so it works out, and then we get Jimmy G as a backup quarterback, which he could end up a Panther in real life too. So I'm fine with it. And then once we move, I'm going to move Jeremy Chan back to middle linebacker. I mean, when you look at the comparison from last season, look at this. Look at that, man. He's going back to middle linebacker. It's funny. If I would have kept him there this season, possibly could have won up superstar depth. So we're going to move him back. He is our Luke Kuechly. Damn it. So he's back at middle linebacker. So now I would say we need defensive tackle 2, offensive line still, and then I would say both safety positions. We got to get a safety. Got to get a safety. We can even check free agency one more time just to make sure that we get a safety. But looking at the mock draft, they have us taking that left guard. There's another left guard here I want to look at real quick. F injury, no sir. No sir. Want to check out, not the scouts, prospects, damn it. Want to look at offensive line. So we know, who is this guy? Andrew Rhodes. Okay. Looks decent. 6'6", 338. I'll put him on the list. We already looked at Mills, Thurston. Let's look at Jarrett Roper. A, awareness. A, lead blocking. B, pass block finesse, but the stamina and injury. But we'll put him on the list just in case if he slips to us. And then we'll look at center. You know, the centers are always good. So we'll put him on a list. As we got J.C. Treader, who's not long-term. Long-term, I was just a short Band-Aid. We can look at this guy. He looks good. You know the centers are always going to be good. All these guys are probably good. They're all probably hidden dev. I'm going to put them all on the list. But this guy might be the one that we take like in the 3rd round. That'd be great value. Get a guy. And we definitely could cut Pat Elflein if we do make that pick. We'll look at these other guards that we could possibly slide over to left guard. Let's look at this B, run blocking. He looks good, man. This is a deep offensive line class. We definitely have no excuses. We have to get an offensive lineman in this draft. Then we're going to look at defensive tackle. Probably not in the 1st round. Let's look more so 2nd to 3rd round. This guy looks like he could, definitely could be like a speed rusher for us. I like him. Let's look at Will Hazelton. D tackling, not so great, but B awareness, A player at super suit. He just can't tackle. Could take a chance on him. We'll look at Kenny Brockers. Don't know if he has any relations to Michael Brockers. And then we'll look at, we don't need middle linebacker anymore. Could use right outside linebacker if we don't bring back Shaq Thompson after this season. So right outside linebacker could be in play. C catching, C man, B play rec. I kind of like him. This might be a deep class. We'll look on the left, too, just to see if we can find somebody. B pursuit. Now, he looks more... He can cover. He might be a beast. So we got Patrick Booker, B block. Ooh, this guy looks good, too. Yeah, this class is deep. And we'll look. See, we're probably gonna have to double dip when it comes to safety. B tackling, A block shedding. We don't know much else after that. Let's look at Sean Rich. A hit power. D man. B stamina. C catch. Don't know anything else after that. Probably not gonna take that guy in the first round. So we'll look at Cordell Reese. Beast. Definitely could get him. So I'm looking at Cordell Reese. I like all of the offensive linemen. I like a couple of the outside linebackers. I like, but we're definitely gonna go offensive line with our first round picks. Probably do need to check out the free agency again and sign at least one strong safety or free safety. And I don't want to bring Bouye back. I want Trey Boston back here in Carolina. Corner. Bring Stephon Gilmore back. I mean, he's trying to go back to the Patriots. We're gonna try our luck. Let's go ahead to the draft. Didn't mean to go to staff move. Ooh, the Patriots fired a bunch of people. And we do have a fifth-year option. I think that might be Brian Burns. Derek Brown, actually. Okay. We're going to pick it up. Wasn't Brian Burns a first-round pick, too? This should be Brian Burns, right? C.J. Henderson? Oh, yeah, from the Jaguars. He had a great season. We'll pick it up. Oh, that sucks. Forgot they got him in the trade. He was a first-round pick for the Jaguars. But we're going to go ahead and let's do the private workouts. We're going to do the offensive lineman. We're going to do Thurston, Roper. We know the centers are good. And we'll do Wilbur. Which offensive lineman is the better one? Let's go to the draft. Let's go ahead and get kicked out. Let's look at the free agency recap, see if anybody at NFC South did anything. We saw Baker and Gardner Minshew were trying to come here, going to the Falcons and the Bucks. Glad that Brady left. Now that gives us more leeway to dominate the NFC South. Don't know what's going on with Saints quarterback. I think it was Kyle Allen. So right now you have Kyle Allen, Sam Darnold, and then we don't know if Baker or Gardner Minshew signed, but hell, you could say that we'd be favorites. Especially when our team's getting better. We should be the favorites to win that division again for the third time in a row. With MVP Christian McCaffrey now. If Matt Rule can feed him the ball when he's running hard, maybe we'll win some more games. But let's look at the final mock draft. This is basically how the draft is going to go. Might be a couple of changes here. And they have us taking, I hate when they do this. Now they have us taking Jared Roper, the other offensive lineman, with the A awareness. But he had the F injury and the D stamina. And we don't know nothing else about him, even after the fact that I put him on the list to learn more about him. And he's first or second rounder, with Ricky Thurston is first rounder. So, the fuck, man. The fuck. I'm going to take Ricky Thurston. That's what I'm going to do. Oh, let's check out the recap. Definitely want to see what we signed a quarterback in Jimmy G. Nobody signed Brady. As you saw the moves we brought in, we addressed offensive line, backup quarterback. But we are the NFC South. So, Bucks, Falcons, Saints. Bucks also lost Levante David. Glad to see that they're getting weaker. But Baker does go to the Bucks. So it looks like Baker is probably the best quarterback in this division right now. You got Sam Darnold, Kyle Allen, and Baker. Let's see if the Falcons did bring in. They did bring in Rashad Penny. Scotty Miller went back to the Bucks. They also got Myles Gaskin. Did they bring in? They got Cam Sutton. Let me go to the quarterback. Gardner Minshew does go to the Falcons. Okay, so Gardner Minshew, Sam Darnold, Baker Mayfield, and Kyle Allen right now in the NFC South. But looks like it's going to be between Baker and Sam Darnold. Can't rule out Minshew Mania now. Can't rule out Minshew Mania. They did come in second in the division. Maybe he's the missing piece for them. Let's see who goes number one overall to the Bears. It will be that quarterback. I think the Broncos are going to go quarterback, and then the Dolphins are probably going to quarterback. Top quarterback. Heavy class. Oh, they don't. Do Patriots go quarterback?
On the clock now.
Yes, they do. What do my Seahawks do? Just want to see what they do. Do the first 5 picks, and then we'll go to our pick. Because we're going to have a couple of offensive linemen to choose from. As we have Dale Mills, who wasn't that good. We got Ricky. We got those centers. We got Doug. Ooh, we know a lot about Doug Wilbur. C, impact block. He's agile. He's a scheme fit. But A, lead block. A, run block finesse. B, run block power. B, pass block finesse. B, run block. Ooh. We don't know his talent, though. Fuck, man. But he's round 1 to 2. That's the thing. He's round 1 to 2. We know Ricky Thurston is round 1. Just want to check out the other positions. We were projected to take LaMichael Chancellor a lot. Damn, those safeties might be gone. We're going to take... I'm going to take my chance on Ricky Thurston.
All right,
let's go. Sam, I said I was sorry, dog, but I think we did you right this offseason. We signed 2 offensive linemen and add another one. 3 new not hidden dev, but at least star dev linemen. So we improved the offensive line. That also should help Christian McCaffrey in the running game. And if we can go to the NFC Championship game first year and then make the playoffs and win the division again last season, this offense, watch out for us. Watch out for us, damn it. Watch out for us. I need to see our other picks. As we do need to get some safeties. Could go offensive line. We got 2 fifth-round picks because we got one for the Troy Pride Jr. trade. Let's go to our pick. See what falls to us. We can go defensive tackle. We can go safety. We could double dip on the offensive line if we want to, if we want to be more aggressive on the offensive line. The left guards aren't available. The centers are. Now we can get the other center in the 3rd round. Don't need them. D tackle, Will Hazelton is there. We could try to get him in the 3rd round, though. He's the one that couldn't tackle. Left outside linebacker would be more so a backup right now. So that's not really what we need yet. We got the cornerbacks. Now, the free safety is there. Now, Danny Jackson, he had the B tackling, A block shedding. But then you got Sean Rich, who has A hit power, B stamina, D man. But then you got Cordell Reese, B catching, B finesse, B power. He looks like a beast. We might have to take Cordell Reese. I don't know who to take. Because we could go center, get Jose Reyes. He could. Don't do this to me. Cordell Reese, hurry.
What direction will they go?
He was projected to go third and fourth rounder. We took him. We believed in him. Middle of the second round. Free safety now. We also could go middle linebacker and try Jeremy
And the
Chin again at
Panthers
free
on the clock
safety.
now. Let's see what
But
direction they go.
right now, damn it, this game. Don't do this. Don't do this. This is a deep draft class. I want to see the players. I want to make my picks. Don't do this to me. Don't do this right now. Madden. Okay, you want to fuck me? All right. So what happens in the draft? I'm still on the clock. Do we have to redraft or something? Is the draft going to be done? Because if I have to redo this shit, I'm going to be blowed, bro. What the fuck was that all about? We got fucking 12 seconds. I'm pausing this shit. That's bullshit. No. You're not doing me like that. No. Fuck that, bro. Fuck that. No, we're going to take our time and we're going to make this fucking pick because they wasted a lot of our damn time doing that baby back bullshit they just tried to pull right there. No. I'm going to take my time. I'm going to make this damn pick. See catch this damn. I'm glad the